You can count on only on Local 3 News.
As we head into the summertime months and the kids are out of school, no doubt a lot of you are going to be looking for fun places to go to soak up the beauty of a summer day and let your kids and the whole family have a chance to kick back and enjoy. Well, they're hoping to bring that to fruition in Ringgold with the Unity Park. I'm looking at Vanita Hollander because I'm realizing I got the name kind of wrong. It's called the
Crossroads Unity Family Park.
Thank you. I knew it was a long name, but the message is clear that what you want is for this to be truly a unifying place for the whole community, but you got to get some money in the pocket to get it there. So that's why you're here today, because you've got this fantastic fundraiser coming up that's going to get people dancing.
Oh, absolutely. We're having a concert at the amphitheater in Ringgold, which is right next to the colonnade, so it's not hard to find. But anyway, we're having the Velcro Pygmies and Aunt Betty, and you know, the Velcro Pygmies, they do a variety of music, and Aunt Betty does the 80s. And I was watching a clip of them to try to get a little bit of information. And if I hadn't known better, I'd thought it was Axl Rose.
That is unbelievable to me. So what you're doing, though, is you've been planning this for a long time, about 8 years.
We have.
And I want to highlight a little bit about what will be so unique about the park, because it is designed for kids, but also adults, too. You've got a big emphasis on the military. With this park.
Yes, ma'am, we do. And you know, we haven't been able to get the park built yet because the area that the city of Ringgold is going to let us use has to have a lot of dirt work.
Gotcha.
And so they're looking for funding to be able to get that to come to fruition. But our committee, which when it started out, I went to Shade Love and Millie Cheek, and Millie had been the chair of the little general park that we have down there. So anyway, we were all talking one night when we got our committee together, and I said, you know, we need to consider wounded warriors and adults that can't play with their children. And the reason being, the park is going to be in the memory of Corporal Troy Dyer, which was my brother-in-law. And he lost both of his legs, part of a hand, some of his back, when the person in front of him stepped on a landmine. So I said, you know, they deserve to be able to play with their kids. Because
right, you've seen it.
Yes.
You've seen it.
Yes, and I know how hard it was for Troy to have to sit back and just watch, you know, while the kids were playing. So
that's why I wanted to kind of get into that part of it, because you might think, well, people kind of create parks all the time, but this one is so unique. You also have some sensory, there's an area of the park too. It's the tree, right? That's going to have. The
treehouse is the emphasis and the whole park, and as far as we know, this is going to be one of a kind in the whole United States. The way this is being built, and it's, you know, all the ramps are going to be extra wide, heavy, sturdy. The park itself, it'll have this type of material where wheelchairs can roll and so forth.
With the tree house you're talking about, is the uniqueness of that the fact that it will be so accessible, or are there other features of the tree house?
It's going to be completely accessible, but the other features is we're going to have like sensory stations, because a lot of the children, you know, with disabilities, they have sensory issues.
That's what I thought. So if you have a child who's autistic, let's say, this would be an ideal thing for them.
Absolutely, and they're going to be able to discover little things in the tree house, and they can play all they want. But it's been a dream of mine for, Lord, I guess about 12 years, and I just want to see it built. I want to enjoy watching kids that wouldn't normally be able to go on a playground, and adults that would normally not be able to go on a playground.
Well, you know, it's kind of like how water can carve out stone, and it takes a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, but you get there. You've been working at this for so long, and there's so much happening in Ringgold now. I bet the momentum is building big time for you, Vanita.
It is. You know, the ones of us that have been on the committee the longest, I mean, we're ready to get her done. You know, and so as soon as that dirt work gets completed, then it'll move pretty quickly.
So are you saying that if people watching today will just get a ticket and come out to the concert on June 18th and enjoy Aunt Betty and the Velcro Pygmies, they're part of getting her done?
They're part of getting her done. It sure is, and you know, we're excited. I just hope we're going to have enough seating because both of these bands usually sell out. So
if you want to do your own Googling, if you're not familiar with Aunt Betty, she swears up and down that they sound like Axl Rose. So if you're singing along to Sweet Child of Mine tonight, you can blame it on Vanita. Where do they go to get their tickets?
Okay, you can get the tickets online, and I'm sorry, I don't have the information where you go to.
We'll put it up for people to see. But they'll go online, and then if they want to, also at crossroadsunity.org is probably where they go.
Well, we have a vendor that we use for ticket sales, and I'm sorry I forgot to
That's
get the
okay.
information.
But the gates open at 6 on June 18th, 7 to 10. Go online regardless to crossroadsunity.org. You can see how perhaps you can get involved in an ongoing way, hear more about the story behind this very unique park, and you heard her say that it's the only one in the country that she knows of that will have a tree house like this that'll help the disabled veterans, children with disabilities, everything. It'll be a unifying place. Having fun rocking away, Vanita, on the 18th.
Oh, I plan to. I plan to.
Welcome to Harris Cherokee Casino Resort. Get your game face on. Shake things up a bit. And let's get this party started.